never stop at one. I'll take you all on.
At least I'll have the satisfaction of destroying you, Optimus Prime.
You can't remember my name.
The weak shall perish?
Do not believe everything you read.
Hello everybody, I'm Optimus Prime, and first of all, I'm going to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My Christmas haul and top 10 figures of 2025 will be next weekend. But anyway, here is the Transformers Studio Series, I believe number 27, Clunker Bumblebee. Now, a lot of people were very hesitant when this mold came out. It came in the same wave as, ironically, this guy. And a lot of people were very conflicted because, well, if you got the original Studio Series number 1, the very first figure of Transformers Studio Series, this mold was very left to be desired. It wasn't all that great. I mean, Bolt Matrix took a freaking hammer to it, and yeah, it wasn't a great mold when it first came out. A lot of people were pretty upset. They paid $20 for this figure, and it just didn't hold up to it just didn't hold up to what it was supposed to be. So Hasbro went back and they did this one, which they gave it a more movie accurate paint scheme, giving it the custom faded rust and stuff like that. And honestly, I kind of prefer it this way. I don't really care for the clean Camaro look that the 01 was. This one is actually just a little bit nicer. Now, I do know that this is not the cannon that it comes with. This is the cannon from SS01. The one that comes with this is all silver, and I didn't really like that. So I sold SS01 with the silver cannon and kept the one from SS01. So this is all that I have of SS01. So Bumblebee here is fairly nice, and the only comparison now that I have is the concept Camaro. So if you really want to, you can create that scene where he scans it and then comes back. So that's pretty cool. So there he is with Bumblebee. So to transform Clunker Bee, if you have SS01, it's the same transformation, but this is the preferred version of the mold. So what I like to do is go ahead and start by pushing up on the grill, and this will release the hood and the windshield and the roof. And there's the rest of the bits. Then what I like to do is come to the door and take it out. Like more or less every Bumblebee does this. Go ahead and take the fenders here and fold them. Oh, wait. Sorry. You want to fold the arm down slightly, both ends. Oops. And that is one thing about this figure that I never really liked. The actual arm doesn't like to stay on too well. Go ahead and fold the wheel back. Then take the shoulder here and raise it up. Swivel this around and unfold the hand. Oh, I meant to say, if you have the TLK version of Bumblebee, you should be very familiar with this transformation. Not SS01, sorry. If you have the Last Night Bumblebee from Wave 3, the transformation is pretty much the same as this. So, anyway, go ahead and take the fender on this side. Oh, wait, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, my hands are kind of cold. Fold the wheel back. And raise the shoulder up. Unfold the hand. Go ahead and position these however you wish. Fold out the abdomen. Fold down the chest. And there he is. Well, there he is. But he's not done being transformed. I was about to say that. Oh, there we go. Oh, Lord, no. Next, what I like to do is go ahead and fold this up. And just to get that prepped. Don't fold these bits down just yet. Go ahead and split the rear bumper. And then take the fender here and rotate it upward just like that. Same thing over here. Take the fender piece and fold it forward just like that. Then you want to untab the feet from the back of his hip. Push this through. Then you want to make sure this is folded. You want to, good Lord. I see. You want to take the foot here and, am I about to have an on-camera breakage? I really hope not. Okay. Oh, I see. Crap. I was about to have an on-camera breakage, but I stopped myself. You want to fold this down. Then the bumper is going to end up here on the inside of his leg. Fold down the foot, and then raise the foot up, and then collapse the rear windshield just like that. Same thing over here. Make sure this piece does not move. Because you want to you want to make sure this piece is there. Then you want to, like I said, push the foot in, rotate the ankle down. I kind of like this part of the transformation because it pushes the bumper here, or the rear of the car, and it kind of reminds me of automorph technology from 07. And then fold that in, and then get him positioned, tab that back in. Then you can go ahead, fold this down slightly, rotate that in, take these pieces here, fold them back, and then you can position the doors however you may wish. And I'm going to be honest, I much prefer this figure over the Camaro version, the concept version. And there is Clunker Bumblebee in robot mode. And I'm going to be honest, I still prefer this Bumblebee for Bayverse over the Camaro one. I guess our first comparison, this one. I actually still prefer this one over this one. And to be honest, it's mainly because I like this transformation more. It reminds me of how OG Bayverse stuff was, and it just, I don't know. I really have a humongous liking to this figure. Plus, this is also my favorite car, the 77 Camaro. I really would love to have one. I'm just a huge fan of that car. Even though it was considered one of the ugliest Camaros ever, I'm sorry, I really prefer this car. It was badass in the film. And this one, I do like it, but I don't like the fact that the fenders here can't fold back. I thought that was lame, because then it gives him this square look. Kind of reminds me of that transforming DVD Bumblebee figure. If you know what I'm talking about, there's a version of a disc holder or a disc case that comes with the 07 movie, but it's Bumblebee and it transforms. I don't know why this thing just reminds me of that, and that's not really a good thing. It's so corny, but yeah, I am not a huge fan of this mold. Nobody really is. It's just a bizarre mold because they're trying to reinvent the wheel with this one, and I don't know, it just doesn't really, it doesn't fit for me. But yeah, there is our comparison there. Just really quick, I just wanted to get that out of the way. Um, oh, and one more comparison. Here he is with Barricade for obvious reasons. And I'll bring Barricade back here in a minute. But yeah, so B here. This is just, I don't know. This figure I just have a really soft spot for, and the main reasoning why I said everybody hated this mold when it first came out is because of over here. If you see here, there's a pin. There's a pin in this joint right here. Now, originally on the 01 figure, the pin was not there. It was a friction joint, and people were pissed off, and they had theirs break. The figure would just explode if you try to touch it and transform it. The figure would just basically explode. And that did no good for Hasbro. So Hasbro heard the fandom's feedback. In the following year, they announced another version, and people were skeptical. And ever since this guy came out, there was no more hate for this mold. And even though 01 wasn't the best introduction to Studio Series, I still kind of liked it. And I'm so happy that number 27 here, or Clunker Bumblebee, exists, because this figure just is so damn awesome, and I can't really complain too much about him. He's got ball jointed shoulders. He's got a ball jointed head. He's got a waist rotation. The hands can do this, but that's about it. He's got a ball joint hip. He's got a thigh cut. He's got single jointed knees, which don't really bend that far. Which really, oh, never mind. There they go. And his arm falls off. This is the only part that I don't like about the figure, is that the right arm constantly falls off. But you can exchange that for his arm cannon. And that's a pretty snug fit. And I'm not going to lie, this is a dope Bumblebee. I really do like this guy. And I highly suggest, if you guys can find him for a good price, get him. It is a really fun Bumblebee figure, and one of my favorites in the Studio Series line. I'm very happy that I have a privilege to own this figure and review it for you all, because this guy just rocks. I'm sorry, but he does. He's badass, and he's just, I don't know. I just really like this car that he is, or that he transforms into, and I don't know. This figure just has a lot of... yes, it's based off the 2017 TLK mold, but at the time, that was my favorite Bumblebee figure until this guy came out, and I want to say this one's just a little bit better. The feet are definitely tighter, and they don't fall off constantly. So, there's that, and then I'm sorry. This mold for Bumblebee just rocks, and I really hope that if we get a new one, they base it off of this version, because, like I said, the number 7, I think he's like, I know he came out in 2020, but this guy just, it doesn't feel solid. It just feels like crap. This guy's pretty solid, and he's awesome. So, anyways, that's going to conclude my video review of Transformers 2007 Clunker Bumblebee from Studio Series, and I can't recommend him enough. And honestly, I hope you guys do find him, because he's a killer figure. Just one of the best ones. It really does it does feel good to finally have these two at a decent scale and 1v1 each other. So, yeah, I'm going to end it there, guys, and I will see you all next time.